Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Welcome to the Pen Addict on Twitch. I'm your host, Brad, and we just do whatever we want here. We just chit-chat, do whatever. Toby stares at us lovingly. Lovingly, right? How are y'all doing? Cool shirt. This is one of my faves. It's been a wild woolly shirt week this week. Blogwalda 100,000 bits. Let's do a giveaway. Awesome podcast this week. Well, let's keep that podcast love going. Let's keep that theme going. Let's keep that theme going, chat. Podcast was epic. Thank you. What's in the shirt pockets? Also from the related to the podcast. I'll show you all in a minute. I'm messing around with that. Nib Taylor, 8 months of subbing. Let's go. All your shirts are your faves, Brad. That's true. It's like pins, right? Why own something that you don't love and use, right? So that's the deal. That's the deal. Plus, my pins match. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell. Like, my pins match my shirt. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, I'm going to put them here because they match. Because I was testing these out. Well, I'll talk about these in a minute. And Glyph, I have your refill thing to test. All right, let's do this giveaway. What we're doing here, is my camera on? It is, look. So we'll get one of the Uniball notebooks from the event. The Moo brand, the Moo made notebooks. So I don't think you can buy these. And then a pack of the Vision Elites Micro. This is the best Vision. Do you have 100 shirts like your fountain pens? Definitely not. Definitely not. I do try to keep the clothes in check. wear them. So, Glyph, I did. I got the pins to test here in a minute. So I wanted to make sure you were here before I swapped them out. All right, let's do this giveaway. Thank you again, Blogwalda, for doing this. All right. Giveaway's open. I went all Marie Kondo in my wardrobe on Monday. Literally got rid of half my stuff. You got to do it. I did that a couple years ago. When I lost a bunch of weight, I got rid of a bunch of my stuff. And right now, I'm packing the pounds back on, man. We got to stop this mess. Megalinity, 17 months in a row. Did your alarm work today? I feel like the alarm might have worked today, given the time zone. Yeah, these are great pens. The Vision Elite is the best Vision. 0.5 micro is the best size. And then you'll get the Start Your Story. Not A5-ish. Smart size notebook. Smart sized notebooks. All right, so while we're giving this away, since the camera's here, we're gonna work on Glyph's question follow up yesterday. So does the Nuance, which is this pen, the ILMILY, why do people have to make ish sizes, right, Thunder Viking? After the discussion about multi-pens, I spent way too long looking at jet pens on my work PC. Yeah, a bunch of people have commented since I started talking about the multi-pens. The Roachings do look nice. So this, I'm thinking, has like your Juice G2 type refill. And I'm almost certain I swapped in a blue-black Juice into this. So we're going to find out together here. So let's see. So I'm thinking, so the goal is to see if this refill is compatible with this, but I have not looked, so I don't want to say for sure. So this is definitely a blue-black Juice, I believe. Let me double check. It looks blue. Have you inked up the green Jinhao? No, it's sitting right here. Not yet. I just cleaned a bunch of pens and I haven't inked. So yeah, this is a 0.4 millimeter blue-black Juice. I know you can't see that, nor does it matter. But an awesome. It's not really green, is it? It's booger. I think that color is called booger. Will there ever be a spoke multi-pen? Wow. That is something I hadn't even considered because it seems impossible. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that. All right. I think you're going to be in luck here because as long as we got the width, we got the same end cap. So boom, check it. It's a match. It's a match. So there you go, Glyph. I'll put it in just for posterity, but it's literally I wonder if it even says the same model on here. LIRF. No, this one says LP2RF, so they do say something different, but it looks identical. Just tape 3 roadies and a Model 4 pencil together. I should do that. That would be a good Instagram post. I was asked if we're going to do a multi-pin and just tape a bunch of spoke pins together. I do have all the different refill colors, so. All right, there you go, Glyph. Fits perfectly. Like, literally, it hits exactly where you want it to hit. Right? So that's the right measurement for the extension, right? This measurement is very important. The flat part of the conical, where it goes into flat, you want just like that little fraction sticking out there. So there you go. So this is the, I don't know what they call it, but I call it citrus black. It's just a dope color. Class, 37 months and a sub in a row. Hope you don't find any pins in the parking lot. So yeah, there we go. Black, what? What are you even talking about? Well, we'll deny that one too. So you're all right. All right. So perfect match. That was my assumption, but it's always good to test these things out, right? Always good to test these things out. Caps girl, glad you're here. All right. I am going to put this back because I do like the blue black. Why do I like blue black ink and black pens? I didn't know till my multi-pin browsing on JetPens that Lamy has one. Yes, I really like the 2000. We were talking about it yesterday. Yeah, blue, black, and black pens is like one of my absolute go-tos. Like I have a Nikaya that I'll show you in a little bit. It's the standard one, the black and red Nikaya. That's always blue, black ink. I'd have put red in there, but it's always blue, black. I don't know. It's just blue, black ink goes with the black pens for me. All right, let's do a giveaway. Let's throw it back over here. All right, Glyph, you're welcome. And I put those pins back together. And we will give this away. They do the Vision Elite. If you can find the BLX. They didn't send me any BLX. Come on, Uni. Slacking. I didn't get any BLX. But they have blue black, green black, lavender black, red black, I think are the BLX colors. Morning Inkwell Monster. I enjoyed your Anderson pens post. That was really, really fun. Nobody makes a multi-fountain pen. That is technically incorrect. It just sucks. It just doesn't work. All right, let's pick a winner. Fiendor. Didn't you just win like yesterday or Tuesday, Wednesday, something? You're on one this morning or this week, I think. You're going to save me some shipping, Fiendor? I think you're going to save me some shipping. Didn't you just win? I think I have something I haven't even shipped yet. Double-ended fountain pens are kind of multi-fountain pen. Well, that actually works, though, right? I'm good with the double. I don't own the double-ended fountain pen, but that actually works. All right, Fiendor, email me. You have to email me again. It's the rules. Them's the rules. Where are my Mandalorian? Add a cross multi-pin with a ballpoint at one end and a fountain pen at the other. I think I've seen that before. Super weird, right? Pen BBS has a double-ended one. Yeah. Jet pen guess. Oh, there's 2 people that I still owe Jet pens packaging. I did get your address, Inkwell Monster. That was a requirement. I am gonna hold yours because I do have some other stuff I need to send you, and some of it's in the mail right now. So yours won't ship this week, but should next week. Stuff's en route. So I have 2 giveaway winners that I did random Jet pens stuff. I still need to pull those together. I forget the names, but if you're waiting for me on those, you're still waiting. My apologies. All right, Fiendor. All right, congratulations. And thank you again, Blogwalda, for redeeming the ink drops. I love our ink drops. Speaking of ink drops, I haven't heard anything about my emotes from our friend Sleepy. So I need to reach out to them and see if they're still interested in doing them. So if not, we might need to spread out the emote love so I can get this last batch made. This was the batch with like the tape emote and some of the other stuff that I wanted to get done, and I'm not getting anywhere on those. So we'll see. All right. Got it. All right, I'm going to go set this aside because I actually need the space on my desk today. You should see... Yeah, maybe Eric for sure. Like, that would be the first. Another winner? Oh, 3... What did I hit? I didn't even hit anything. 3 Sphinxes, are you there? I'm going to go set this aside. You're about to win something. What did I even touch? Last time I knew what I did. I don't even know what I did this time. We'll look out for that. All right, so 3 Sphinxes is going to, since it's a surprise raffle, we're going to do surprise field notes. All right, we're going to do surprise field notes. So I'm going to reach in. Yeah, did I hit like the enter or the space button? Let me go ahead and reset this so it doesn't pick anymore. All right, that one I didn't do, chat. All right, 3 Sphinxes, this is for you. You ready? Where's the stash? I got to make sure I can reach it. This is why Brad is not a tech streamer. Gosh. Today is the Mondayest of Mondays. All right, we ready? Let me switch this over. I haven't seen it yet either. So we're going to do this. All right, 3 Sphinxes, you ready? Ooh, that's a good one. Toby's over there playing. So this was a James brand edition. You'll have me sign it on Orlando. Well, this one's good for a signature, right? I need to bring my orange Sharpie to sign this one. James brand, limited edition, 3-pack, $298 of 600. This is a nice one. So I ordered the James brand pen, which I still have. It's a very good pen. And they came with some field notes, so this was part of that set. So speaking of Orlando, class info is up on the site. Gotcha. Try put a link in the show notes for that, if you don't mind, or in the show notes, in the chat. Yeah, please continue to plug it. Okay, 3 Sphinxes. Email me your shipping address. I want to mail this. I don't want to hold this until Orlando. So email me your shipping address. Oh, I just realized that Blogwalda sent me these Mandalorian stickers too. I didn't even realize that when I was doing the giveaway. So, perfect. Funny how things happen sometimes. All right, Orlando Pen Show. What, second weekend in September? So not that long away. What do you think about the Build a Sailor Compass thing at the DC show? I have, unsurprised to no one, a lot of thoughts on this. All right, let's do this, Toasty. Let's do this, Toasty Treat, because I'm probably not going to talk about it. First time winner, really? That's awesome. All right, I'm going to set this down. Toasty, find the link for me. We'll pull it up, and I will talk about it here because I'm not going to talk about it on the podcast because they're in a moratorium. Sailor moratorium on the podcast through the end of the year. Who imposed a sailor moratorium? Me. I was tired of talking about the thing, all the new releases. All right, so Stretch has what is the end game of my conversation. So Sailor's bringing this Build-A-Pen. They started this over in Japan, like 2 years ago? I think it was at Ancora at their premium shop, where you could go build a Sailor Compass pen. They would have a handful of different parts. You could mix and match the parts. They are, should I say that they're price gouging? This is way too much money for this pen, right? I mean, I get that there's extra overhead, there's smaller inventory, they're having people put them together. This doesn't seem very nice to me. So people will do it. It'll do fine. Yeah, or you could buy 2 of them yourself and do it yourself at home. So yeah, I think it's just the cost that's holding me back. It's totally fine. Like I would build one for like 45. I'd build one for 45. But I guess they're bringing extra staff. They're doing extra scheduling. I mean, there's a lot of extras that go into the cost here. But at the end of the day, it's a basic Sailor steel nib pen, and that's 2.5 the cost of one. Yes, yeah. So like 45, 50. It's only 4,400 yen to do it at Ancora. Wow. Yeah. Brad, are you going to talk about Sailor raising the price too much, and then Sailor invites you to their annual meeting for talks? Oh, I've already done that. We've had an email conversation years ago where I had a bunch of questions for Sailor North America, and they said, pass. We're not going to answer those. And it was like, basic like business, like pricing and nibs. And they're like, no, those aren't the questions we want to answer. And I was like, okay, like, and that was that. So we have had that conversation. They don't want it's not in their any desire to have. So that is my thoughts on the Sailor Build-A-Pen. Totally fine. If you want to do it, knock yourself out. Sorry. Apologies. Just making sure he's all right. You okay, bud? Toby, you okay? All right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he's playing with this toy and choked himself. My fault, guys. Still going. Go get some water. He's okay. You okay? Sorry about that. Okay, so there you go. It's too much money for me. I get it. They will sell these. People do. I will want to see what people build. I'm not gonna sign up for it. Like I just don't want that. I just don't want a $75 compass when my color choices are actually really limited. Right. My color choices are really limited. So I appreciate the effort. But also, you have 15 minutes. Boom. I'll do it in Japan. Exactly. That's how you show them Toasty Treat. You're like, I'm going to spend $2,000 on a flight just so I can get the $35 experience at Ancora. Boom, suckers. Boom, suckers. They're shipping in people from Japan for 5 or 6 days in DC, which is not a trivial cost. Well, they're stupid if they're bringing them in just for this. I'm sorry, but that doesn't relate to this at all. Hopefully they're bringing them in to do other things besides this, because that seems ridiculous. So hopefully they have something up their sleeves if they want Sailor representation other than this, because that doesn't seem very smart. So are you doing PA 100 today? Allegedly. What's Sailor doing? I mean, they're doing a build a pen at DC, which is cool. Brad, could you ink up the Jinhao 82 soon? Yes. As soon as we restock the purple axles, I will ink up the Jinhao 82. Should be soon, though. Should be soon. How's the pen sale coming? That's what I'm going to look at today. So, Pen Addict 100, I need to look at the box. We've gotten a little bit out of hand. I haven't really bought anything recently to add to the collection, but the collection itself is just from Chicago, like from Atlanta and Chicago. I haven't really done like a mental audit. So I actually need to rearrange some of these drawers, see where we're at. I'm not going to look at the spreadsheet today and like I'll make sure I have everything correct. I'm actually going to pull a couple things from the box too, some gifted pens to me that I'm never going to sell, but I'm also not using very frequently. So we'll talk about that. So let me bust this out because I don't think I can go like, I like to do like a good stream for me is like 2 hours. We're going to have to stop like at an hour and a half today. I have way too much work today. Pen Addict members, I hope you saw the Friend of the Show podcast from Dan in your feeds this week. That was June's edition. I'm recording July's edition tonight. I want to get caught back up. I say that every day. I mean, you know better than most, Glyph. Like, it is just... I can't keep track of time. I'm just too busy. Too busy saying yes. Too busy saying yes. So you'll have another Friend of the Show. I'm hopefully recording tonight with hopefully someone. I don't know if they're in the chat yet today, but I don't think I've seen them. But hopefully that's going off tonight. And then I have a TPA Chronicles, my monthly recap I have to write. And then I have refill I have to write. So in the next like 2 to 3 days, I have like 4 big things to do. Plus, we got shipping to do. We got a lot of things to do. So I am buried. Glyph, I should work on your post for around the DC week, which is only like next week and the week after, just because I'm going to be so busy. Miss Cookie, 21 months of sub, and Jay Crankin with the gifted sub to Livy Lamb. I hope y'all enjoy your subs. Thank you so much. Miss Cookie, thanks for 21 months of subbing. All right, let's go. Let's break out these drawers. I actually moved some stuff up here so I could actually get to the drawers today. And this first drawer is going to require some adjustments. So let me make some room here. So the goal today is for me to revisit what I have going on and get a game plan. Hi from the ATL airport, drop the fam off back to Dallas and heading back to Jax. That seems terrible. That's a long drive. Oh, at some point it'll happen. It's getting closer. It's closer than it's ever been, Glyph. I'm the worst, Toby. I know. That's why you were cacking at me earlier. All right, let me get these out so we can start here. Oh man, I just found goot on the floor. What are you doing there? That's what I get for moving things around this morning. 2 pins gone, 1 pin added. All right. So I also cleaned a bunch of pins. So what I've ended up with here to begin with is a Pilot overflow situation. So all these are Pilot to here, and then I have 3 more here, and these Nakayas and Aboyas. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these Nakayas out for now. Pretty much everything here is going to stay. Like, none of this stuff is getting pulled for sale. This is all, like, on the permanent record here. So this is all Pilot stuff. I also have these converters in here. So sometimes when I clean them and put them back, I just throw these converters in here. That needs to go. So let's look at the Pilot tray here, and we can leave 3 open here because the tray is not all the way full, but it's getting close. So 92. This one has a customized nib on it. 74 teal, which I like. The 91 Bungu Box Edition. The M90. I always forget this one. Black Stripe. Custom. I always want to call it Custom Elite, but I don't know what the name of it is. It's a great pen. 2 Murexes. My Decimo. My Black Faceted Vanishing Point. The 2 orange Vanishing Points. Murex, yeah, I have 2 Murexes here. I have the Murex, and then I have Murex for her, which is stupid. I don't think that's the real name, but that was the idea behind the pen. Oh, so what do y'all think of the new VP? I think it's pretty cool. Mike kind of talked me down on it. Like, I get it. It's not all that, but it's kind of cool. You got that black faceted one for your birthday? It's so good. So I have 3 VPs and a Decimo. That's plenty. I don't need any more there. Like, I've sold 1 or 2 of these, right? 823, 743, 91 with the PO nib. This is the mango pen. I like it. Not enough gold red pins. It's cool, but not 400 cool. Yeah, that's the one thing we didn't cover yesterday. It is $400, which is really crazy. Like, it wasn't long ago that they were like 280 for the limited editions. 400 seems like a stretch to me. Yeah. I don't know why that slipped my mind yesterday to mention. You'll have to test a VP to find out. Well, I have a Decimo going around the world. This is the Bungu Box 823 Fujiyama Blue. So then my Milky Way, and then my Falcon custom barrel. So like, this stuff stays, right? I don't even know if I wanted to get rid of anything in here. There's only like one stock pin in this entire tray, really. And it's this teal 74 that's unmodified. Even this 92 is stock-ish, but it's got a cursive italic nib on it. Everything else is limited, old, limited, old, limited. Oh, okay, the 823 clear, that's pretty standard. And I guess the 743 is pretty standard. So yeah, like all of these, like all of this stays. Like all of this stays. Like this is some of my favorite pens out there. So those stay. All right, so let's keep track here. We have three spots open. We're gonna have to do we're doing some moving and shuffling here, and you'll see why at the end. So we have tray 1, 3 spots. Okay. All right, so then we took out these Nakayas and the Aboya. We're gonna get back to those in just a second. All right. So tray 1. So if you're new to the stream, this box up here holds 100 pens. All right, so this is where the Nakayas are going to go, and you'll see why. It'll make sense, because we have all Sailors here, Platinum, and then we have Canaleas and Leonardos. Well, let's just make it an all Japan tray, and I think it's going to be like a kind of a perfect match here to transition the Nakayas in. And the Aboya. Yeah, perfect. So you're going to have that back box alone for fountain pens? No. But for fountain pens that are my personal collection that I'm keeping, and that are, there's lots of caveats. Over $100 that I'm keeping, that's like my personal collection, right? Which is different from like pens I review. It's different from, like the 10 Kaweco Sports. Like I'm not necessarily counting those, or Lamy Safaris, or TWSBI Ecos. This is the creme de la creme collection. So, Sailor King of Pens, Rialo, 1911s. Like, I could maybe sell a couple of Sailors still. Like the 1911 Black Luster. Maybe I could sell that. So this is what I got to kind of think of. Yeah, the 100 nice pens. Oh, does that take up 2 spots? Oh, I just got a spot back. We'll keep this in here, but so what do you think of the Fujiyama Blue Rialo? Does your 823 need a buddy? No. Like, I'm good. I'm thinking I need to get a nib grind on it, and I was gonna hold off on that, but I think I'm not using it enough because it's just got a stock medium nib, and I think I need a little bit more from that nib. Why do you need to sell any? Because I'm not using them enough, right? So like this Black Luster is a personal favorite, but I can't tell. It's been probably a couple years since I've inked it, so why should it be here, right? I have another metal barrel section Sailor that I use. Like if I want a metal barrel section, I'll use this Fujiyama Blue, right? I also have a metal barrel Rialo, right? A metal section Rialo. So when I think about it, yeah, the Rialo, it's a piston. Whoops. So yeah, it's not really a captured converter. It's a built-in piston mechanism. It is a library. I don't have to sell it, but I want to sell it because I want to buy new things, right? Why sell them when you could give them to Meg? I mean, that's factually correct. Factually correct. So, yeah. But really, like none of this stuff is going anywhere. Then we have my Platinum 3776 UEF. I will not buy the Barbie Montegrappa just because it's ugly. It's not ugly. It's just basic. And I expected more from the Barbie Montegrappa, to be honest. I'm not opposed to it, just not that one. So this is funny. That's my one Platinum. And then you have my Nikaias. We have the Piccolo, Nagoro, Kuro Tamanuri, O Tamanuri, Midori Decapod, and then an Aboya here. It's the most basic Montegrappa I've ever seen. Yeah, they took the shell of one of their other models. I forget the name of the bottle. Of the Barbie pin, but that's one of the stock Montegrappa models that they just skinned. So there's really not much extra to it. I'm ignorant, but those pins look awesome. Hey, I'm glad you're here. This is just fun stuff we talk about. This is my personal collection. Nero, I'd have to look at it. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. So what nib size on the Rialo? So this is the only Rialo I own. And this one has, I think, the most expensive nib grind I've ever had. So this is a HF nib that I got Nagahara-san to needlepoint at the San Francisco Pen Show, like 3 years ago? When was he there? So this is a super fine, delicate nib. I think it cost me like $90 to get this done. No engraving on this nib. No, this is the Pizza Planet pen because of the etching here. It looks like the Pizza Planet logo from Toy Story. So yeah, this was a limited edition of 100 that I wanted something fancy done to it. That one would be at like close to the top of the list to get inked up here pretty soon. So again, this tray's pretty set. Like, I mean, I'm looking at this. Like, I'm not getting rid of any of this. So tray, except maybe the Imperial Black. I'll write this down. So this has one spot. What is to the right of the pizza pen? This is the Wicked Witch, 1911 Wicked Witch, and this is good. I like this one because it has the ruthenium plated stuff to it. So this is a sick pen. I bought this one from Schmevelin. Schmevelin sold this one to me because I missed it when it first came out, and she had one that she wanted to sell. You'd be interested in that Imperial Black? Yeah, so when I decide, I will put all these up for sale on the Pen Addict website. So I'm not committing to anything today. I'm just kind of thinking, just trying to think through this because I'm getting ready to go to 2 pen shows in the next month, and I know I'm going to come home with something, right? So but I just can't keep buying things indiscriminately as much as y'all would like me to. So just trying to be thoughtful. But I just look at this and I'm like, dang, I really need to use this, and I need to use this, and I need to use this. Like, this is the pen I dropped on the floor. Oh, this is another metal section. Clearly I like metal sections. This is the one I dropped on the floor, and when you have a metal section pen, they tend to fall like this, right? Because they're weighted. So this is one that just fell down, sent it to Bacchus, and he fixed the nib and then curved it down like a PO nib. So I love this one. So a lot of these have like special sentimental value on them, even if I'm not totally using them, right? This is my first Bungu Box limited edition. This is the original Pink Love, right? I could send you home with something, true. The new guy gal wants to see the cartridges. Wait, cartridges. What's the question? Oh, okay. I take it none of these take ink cartridges, but instead sucks up the ink. Almost all of these take cartridges. So yeah, almost all of these take cartridges. So I don't have a cartridge handy. Oh, I do have one over here. So you open this up. It looks like it fills ink in here, but it's really a cartridge just gets poked into here. Right, I'll show you. I have another Bonsai Bear. Hang on one second. I have something sitting right over here I was working on. You'll buy the lot for $10K. I don't know if this tray might be $10K. All right, so I was cleaning this pen. This is the one I use in my plotter. This is the one that Sergeant Story sent me. And I cleaned it out the other day from the petrol, and I had it sitting over there on the drying table. And I was like, okay, I want to use a Lamy cartridge. So I went and got one of the Lamy orange cartridges in it. So like literally this is just going to stick in here like with a cartridge. And then I picked it up and I was like, why is all this blue ink on the nib? I forgot to clean the nib. So this pen's been sitting over there like drying, but it's got all kinds of blue ink like on the nib. So I was like, whoops. I set it aside. To clean it again. So I was going to ink this up this morning, but Nope. Every time I see your box, I want a bigger Toyota. That's the thing is, like, I don't want another one. But the blue one's pretty nice. Yeah, the light, that's, it's got a good texture. That Lamy name, what's the name of that one? I always forget this one. You have the tiny one? Gotcha. Yeah, I just went big out the jump. No, the CP1's the narrower one. All right, if I have enough time, I will ink up the Jinhao today. Do you clean them with isopropyl alcohol? No, just water. It's not the CP1 though. Accent? Maybe the Accent. Yeah, I think it's the Accent. CP1 is a narrower, or has a cap that goes on the top like this. So yeah, it's not the CP1. It's the Accent. Thank you. Bonsai Bear, thank you for the follow. Yeah, never with alcohol. Lamy logo. So, okay, see, there you go. Y'all are smarter than me. Lamy logo. All right, let's get into tray 3 because now we're going to start getting into some. Changes, I think. Thank you guys. Matt Keir, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate you. Glad you're here. All right, so like those first 2 trays, like that's pretty solid. Now I think the rest of the way, we have some options. All right. Well, one, we have 6 pens over here we got to find room for. So this is my colorful materials tray. And I need to have a second tray of this. It's like I look at this and almost none of this is going anywhere, right? So I'm going to take this Montegrappa because I have other Montegrappas I can put it with in a different tray. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, let's start over here. So Edison, Newark, Orion. Where are the Canaleas? They're right here. So I think that's what's going to, 1, 2, 3. That's going to fit right here, probably. So that's going to go there, I think. And then we'll put the Leonardos and Montegrappas together in a minute. All right, so we have like the Newark. We have my Urushi Lamy Safari. We have 2 other Brooks pens. We have my Rockster, Hardy, Fagianato, my Hello Tello Venetias, my Tessoris, Kasama, Newton, Heinz, Right Turns, Canalea, SD. This is the tray I will slowly steal if you ever let me near it. Those Hello Tellos are something else. For sure. I love them. Like, what do you want me to do here? I look at this and I go, pretty cool. I'll keep them. That green pin on the left next to the orange red one. This one? All right, so this is a Tesori. Hello Tello is sometimes in here. Who makes them? Trade you an oversized Esty Petrified 4s for either the purple or diamond cast Ecstasy. I was actually thinking about this one might be on the block. The lilac might be on the block, but I don't need to like swap it out. I don't know. Petrified 4 is pretty cool. So, this is the Venetia model. John is great. John does a bunch of. He's been very involved in like the St. Jude stuff that we do. Oh, the SDs aren't basic. I mean, this one's a stock one. This one's a very limited edition one, and this one's a regular limited one. So yeah, these are really cool. I just like this kind of the nose section design, which is cool. I don't know. This whole thing just works for me. Yeah, and then the finials are this little glass Millefiori inlays. So this is Venetian glass inlay. So there's like a disc shape cut out in the cap, and then he drops these in, seals them up, polishes them. Some of them have them on the bottom too. So this one's a little bit different model. This one is a little bit bigger and has an ink window, but same general concept. So they're really cool. New drawer? No. Just thinking about the existing drawer. So, you know, it's all good stuff, right? All good stuff. So this one's fun to look at. Like it definitely has some, like my Kasama here is just one of the top favorite pens I own, like period, bar none. End of story. It's such a weird pen, but in the best way possible. This one's great. That's the one pen I would ink up if I was grabbing one of these out today. All right, so tray 3, no space. Where do you buy the Kasamas? I lucked into this one, as I tend to do. Mark Bacchus would bring some into the U.S., and on a batch he got a couple years ago, he had one extra for me. It was actually, I think, his personal one he sold me because he knew he had some more coming. Yeah. So I got mine from Mark. Rich Sticks, 500 bits. Let's go. So just, if you're interested, you just email Mark and see what he says. That's the best way. Otherwise, I think you just got to talk to them on Instagram and see what's up. But I don't really have much more info than that. I just looked into it when Mark had one for me. So yeah, my 3 Canaleas. These are the ones that I keep. I have these 3 that I like so much, which keeps me from adding more to the list because you got to beat one of these 3 if you're a new Canalea. Some of them are close, but these are my 3 favorites because they're very different. And then the Estes I love, the Diamond Cast, and this was like a limited edition, like a prototype. How are you feeling about that Blue Newton? I love it. I just cleaned it so I can re-ink it with something else. It's dope. It's better than I even expected. I love it. Top tier. Top tier. All right. You bought 2 via Instagram? That's cool. All right. These last 2 trays, I probably need to work together on them. Yeah, it's the Prospector. So we kind of had some like metal pins, some random pins here. These last 2 I kind of need to coordinate. Let's see here. Let me take this Montegrappa with the other ones. Just trying to group like pins with like pins. And these are a lot of one-offs. All right, so we have my Elwood, which I just cleaned. We have Pelican Blue Stripe, 405 with a needle point. A busted 800 demo, which you can see right here. I just haven't fixed it yet. It should be easy to fix. I'm just haven't. So this one is an Elwood Pocket Master. So it's ebonite and silver, like actual silver. So as you can see, like it tarnishing here. But you can see the difference in the silver from the tarnish to the covered. It's great. That red Demo Optima, right? Take the M800 to DC, should be easy to get to prepared. Yeah, I think I can actually do it. I just need to look at some documents. The threading is like, I feel like I have to go two different directions at once, kind of thing. And like, it should be easy to fix, right? I just popped it off somehow, but I can't get it wired back again. JD Lady, what's up? Are those your only 3 Pelicans? Yes. I'm not a Pelican fan, right? So I have this one. This one was given to me. Like, this one I could take off the list, right? This one was given to me. It's extra fine blue metal stripe. I forget what they exactly called it. We've looked at that before. I can't remember the name. And then this is my 405 with a Masayama needlepoint grind. Talk about fragile. This is an extra fragile nib that I've actually ruined before and had to get Mike to fix it. Come on, influencer, hands work. But you can see. You can see that. M215, the metal stripe, gotcha. Yeah. I love the way Pelicans write. I just don't like how they look. See, I'm the opposite. That's what gets me in trouble is I buy them because they look cool to me, and then I don't like how they write. So then this is the Optima demo. This was the Shoptima Optima. So long-time podcast listeners, there was a story where I had to send my Optima to the Shoptima because it snapped right in half. Lemon and Lace, thank you for the follow. What's your main criticism of the Pelican about how they write? Yeah, the nibs are too wide for how I like to write. It's a nib thing for me. It's not really a criticism, it's a personal taste. Right? They look like old man pens. I mean, these do. The classic stripe pens do. But I like some of the color ones. I just don't like how they write. So I think I have an EF on this one, stock EF. This was 18K. Is it extra fine? How do you tell? I'm pretty sure it's extra fine. Oh, it's on the back. No, I think it's somewhere on the feet or something, or down low. I don't know. Pretty sure it's an extra fine, but this one chose a blue stripe classic as a classic Pelican versus a green stripe. That's on purpose because the green stripe is even older man than the blue. Yeah, I thought it was there too, but it's, oh, there it is. EF. All right, it's just kind of faded out. So, true or false, Chad? I'm asking you. This is where I fell in love with Auroras because this nib is thick and firm, right? When you have a nib expert do over a nib, how do you know what you need? Do they look at your handwriting? Some do. It depends on what you're looking for. Some can help you, direct you. Some people know. I have plenty of gray hairs for sure. I just don't act like an old man, so I don't need a green old man Pelican. That's the real old man pen. You and your 1000. OSU. You're supposed to be driving OSU. So are Aurora nibs thinner now? Did I hear this just anecdotally? Some of those needle points are calling to be. That's a fact. I do play pickleball, true. And I have broken something playing pickleball, so yes, I am old. So is true or false? I don't know. I'd have to ask. Okay, OSU. Are you shooing me for the driving, or are you shooing me for the nib change? Because you would know. Are there nibs thinner now? I don't know. So anyway, so that's my EF, and then I have a flex, which is great. I really love this nib. Flex in quotes, by the way. Not for real flex, just soft, but awesome rider. But this is an awesome nib. And then the Pen Addict edition. I should probably sell this one. Even though it says the Pen Addict on it, I think it's funny. I don't ever use this pen, but I think it's funny. No nib change that I've found, but I don't buy EF. No, I'm not even talking about the tip size. I'm just talking about the general stiffness of the nib. And OSU would know. OSU's a big collector. So this has a medium nib. This is a really good writing pen. I use this for ink reviews sometimes because the medium nib is really good. And I just like to use this pen. Charity auction. Yeah, I should keep. I kind of like it. It's kind of funny, right? Look at that. That's just so stupid. And plus, I got this for like dirt cheap. Yeah, the Optimas are really good shape. So I haven't inked up my Homo sapiens recently, which I need to. This is such a good pen. I've been really enjoying this pen. So the Homo sapiens and the Pininfarina, like both of these are two of my bigger pens that I haven't inked up recently that I really need to use. Stiff as ever, they just offer the flex more. Okay, so no change then. So yeah, these are two of my larger pens that I haven't inked recently, but I need to. Right next to the tiny baby pen, let's put him with the Elboid. The Homo sapien white would never stay white for me, so it's coated to where the ink doesn't stain it. I've dipped it in ink. I mean, I wouldn't let it live in a bottle of ink, but I've dipped it in ink, and it's no non-issue. Because that I did care about that. Yeah, the Bohem is the little trick safety pin. So that's the only Mont Blanc I own. We'll put that with the Elboid over here. That's a one-off. Then we have a bunch of metal pins. So we have your Diplomat, Arrow. That's the only Arrow I have, so we keep that. The Auto Hut 04. You have a first year Bohem? Those are nice. What nib in the Bohem? I think it's a medium or a broad, and I got a cursive italic grind on it. Because I couldn't turn down the pen at the price, but I obviously wanted a nib change to it. What's the point of a retractable nib with a cap? Safety. It's literally called a safety pin. It's just so you can keep it portable, and you can keep a cartridge in it, and you can keep the ink from spreading, and to make it even smaller. It's a medium. But I got a cursive italic grind on it. I can't remember who did this grind. I think you missed me saying for the LE Vanishing Point, imagine if they just done red Urushi instead of just paint right. Like, yeah. Like, they wouldn't have to even charge that much more. Like, would you rather buy this one for $400 or the red Urushi one for, I don't know, $550? So, yeah. I would love a vintage like 1911. Isn't that the bigger safety pin, 1911? That's just not in my wheelhouse. So then we have the Rotring Lava, the Stainless 2000, the Matthew Martin OG, and then my two Y Studios. So what we got? 3 spots here. I'd rather stub my toe with an ingrown toenail than pay that much for a pen. Oof. Happens. It happens. Both ingrown toenails and paying a lot for pens. I don't have a Black Lamy 2K. I don't. I sold my original one years and years and years ago. I would probably get another one. As long as I could like test the nib and get everything I wanted in the nib with it. I don't have a black Macrolon one though, which is weird, right? We're 100 pinning. We're thinking about it. Like, this one doesn't have to be in here. That's less than $100. That Y Studio will not stay clean. What do you mean? Like, it's not supposed to stay clean. It's supposed to be dirty. right? Do you find putting a custom grind on a pin upsets the resale value? I've never once bought a pin considering its resale value, so I am not the person to ask. That is not in my thought process. The white one, oh. Yeah, I guess I haven't I haven't totally like gotten this one filthy. I love this pin though. So I have 3 Leonardos I could put in here, but I feel like it messes up the color scheme of this of this box. We'll see. They need to go somewhere. All right, we might bring this back out. Add some more old guy pins. Not all of these are old guy pins, but some of them are. All right. Oh, so that was tray 4, and there's 3 spots. Oops. Tray 4, 3 spots. And I still have 6 pins sitting on my desk, and I have other pins in my case too. So, poof. Put the Leonardos with the Pelicans. I don't know. This drawer needs to be adjusted. Ugh. This is the drawer of randomness. So, like, I'm not leaving myself much space here. All right, my 2 Benus. I could probably, like, there's definitely some stuff that needs to move out of here. Like, this Benu, I could sell my original one that made me want to make this one. So now that I have the one that I made, I'll keep that one. My Shones. So we have the Peak, the Ultim, and the aluminum anodized. We have the little baby Montegrappa Mirca, I think is that one's called. Mirca, M-I-R-C-A, I think. Something like that. This was an Orlando Pin Show find. Does the one you made count towards the 100? See? This rule set is just a mess at this point, right? What you call it? Mythic Pins, Edison. This should go with my other Edisons in that other drawer. Oh, well, there's more Edisons here. Shit. We're in trouble, chat. We're in trouble. So that's my Sparkle Horse. This was my first Montegrappa. Mr. Dr. Punny got a new job that has me waking up early so I can finally swing by and say hi. We're thinking about the 100. Glad you're here, Dr. Mr. Punny. Thank you for the sub. Hope the new gig is going well. Don't sell anything, build a hidden pin room. Yeah, so I'm looking at this now and I'm really struggling. So like this was my, this is the one I bought at the San Francisco Pin Show that made me want to get these to sell. Right, so this one, these 2 are Pin Addict pins, right? So they could come out theoretically. This is a really cool Tebaldi. So like, this was a gift, right? Does that count? Stuff like that. I don't know, chat. All these things gotta stay. It's good stuff, chat. I've been wanting to use the Olive here recently. This is a good pen that I don't use enough. I have the black Signib. It's not in here. I love this one. The ones you make don't sell. Exactly. Gifts come out on principle. Why wouldn't they count? Because I didn't pay for them, and I'm trying to make excuses. Yeah, a gift. So, like, this is trying to be my library of pens that I've paid for and bought myself that are, like, under my full control. Does that make sense? Like, that I can make a decision to use, to sell, to trade, to re-gift. Those types of things, right? So, the problem is, right now, I have 6 pens here. Is the Sparkle Horse named after the 90s band? Just for me, because it has a really long name. What is this one called? Palomino Sunset at Twilight Dusk Moon or something like that? I just call it Sparkle Horse for the band. Palomino Sunset at Twilight, I think was the real name of this one. So I just call it Sparkle Horse because it's too long to say the other ways. The PA purchased 100. That's a pretty good idea. So that would eliminate this one, this one, this one, this one. I think this one, Ian gave that one to me. So just in this box, right? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my philosophy too, Mike. Keep it if I want to keep it, sell if I don't want to keep it. So this is just a way to figure out what I do want to sell. And if I keep it, right? So that's pretty much my philosophy. But like the gifted stuff, I don't sell. The number thing is too restrictive to me. I don't think 100 is very restrictive. If 100 is restrictive, I have more problems. You need to some on loan like football players. That's funny. 2 green ones. So this one has a real name. This is Olive. This is Franklin Christoph. I just call this one Nuclear Green. I don't know what the real color is. Mike might know this. Does this name have a color? You have 70 pens inked most of the time? Oof. Yeah, we are built different. Yeah, I just call it Nuclear Green. But this one's Olive, and this one is Italian Ice. And these are Ghost, I think. Do I have that right? So, all right. So, let's see. We can put the Leonardo. I think the Leonardos belong in here. So, I have 3 Leonardos. I have the black nib on the Olive. Yes. I just don't have it in there right now because I cleaned it and kept it out. But yes, I have the black SIG nib for that one. And it's perfect. Like that is a perfect pen for me. Oops. So the Leonardos, stock Leonardo with a journaler nib from Gina, and then the Prisma. Which is cool. I need to ink this one up again too. I dig it. Consider removing the ones that are truly precious and you never sell, even though technically you could. For example, the Urushi Safari. Well, the Urushi Safari was given a gift to me too. So many excuses, chat. So many excuses. But like, that's under 100. I just do this I use this one for comparison. When I bought this, it was like $80, 79. All right, we got things to think about. Because I do have a few pens inked up still. And we'll ink this Jinhao here in a minute. I don't have too many inked up pens right now. Maybe 6 or 8. So, yeah, all these colorful pens. So, this will be a giveaway pen eventually once I review it. Probably that one too. That's a prototype I'm keeping. That was given to me. This was given to me, but I'm keeping it because I love it. And this is an Aurora that was given to me. I'm reviewing. This is the only one of these that I bought here. Well, I bought this one, but I'm still reviewing it and giving it away. So this is out of all these pens, this is the only one that stays here. Right, none of these. All of these are like review or giveaway type stuff. So that's all the big fountain pens. What's the second from left? I moved around too quick. Second to left in the drawer or in the case. Oh, so like these 2 Montegrappas need to go in here. Oh, this needs to go with the Edisons. So yeah, I mean, like we're pretty full, honestly. So I'm gonna go back through these and figure. I'm gonna sell some of these pins that are in here for sure, just to kind of clean house, get into a more comfortable realm of using things. Mostly is what I'm thinking about, right? If I'm not using it, like if there's pins I haven't used in like 2 years, will you please sell me the Prisma? No, I won't sell you the Prisma. Prisma's not for sale. Take them to DC to sell. I have had multiple people tell me that, which I've never done that at a pin show, but maybe I should bring a case of pins to sell at the pin show. Something to think about. So between now and then, we'll see which ones, I will do that. So that's where we're at. I need to put this group of pins somewhere. So let me just set these aside but see, like I want this to stay in here. The rest of this stuff can do something with. All right. Welcome to Brad's brain. This wasn't very good today, chat. Kind of a wreck. Since starting the PA 100 project, do you find yourself more hesitant to buy new pins at shows and elsewhere? Do you think you've already refined your buying habits so it doesn't impact it so much? I think my buying habits are pretty refined. Like, I'll buy a lot of pins, right? But I very rarely buy, hey, this is for me only type of pin, right? So, I know, but, like, I'm also trying to be... Like, when you look at this, I find it somewhat ridiculous, like how many pins I have that I don't use, right? So, all right. Contentment and acceptance theme this year. That's a great theme. That's definitely some life theme action. All right, let's do a giveaway. You end up with no paid for pins. You can bug me for any questions. My grandma gifted me a vintage Parker 61, but it has a cracked barrel and a slightly wonky nib. Do you know of anyone who shows up to this SF pin show? I might want to see to repair the pin. Who do y'all know at SF who can do pin repairs? I don't recall off the top of my head last year who was there. Do you buy pins that you intend to use or just for a collection? So I never use the word collection because I don't collect pins. I always buy them with intent to use. I buy pins for two reasons: intent to use personally or intent to review, right? Because my job is to review pins. So sometimes I buy pins to review, and then later I'll decide if I want to keep them or give them away. Or if I've paid for them, I will. If I've bought a pin, reviewed it, I will sell it. Like, the only pins I don't sell are the ones that were given to me. Yeah, can anyone help out Dr. Mr. Punny? Because I don't recall the repairs. Murdoch, 17 months. Speaking of San Fran, hope you're doing well. Does anyone recall? I think I'm more of a pencil addict being an artist. Oh, you're very much in the right place. We've done entire pencil streams. Wooden pencils, mechanical pencils. Part of a company I'm involved in that I'm a partner in makes mechanical pencils. Like, I'm a huge pencil fan. I'm really having a hard time thinking of a repair person at San Francisco. Does Independence come to San Francisco? Were Mike and Linda there last year? If so, that's perfect. Yeah. Was Martin there? Martin's Pens. So, do they have the vendor list up? Y'all hang out. We're going to do a good giveaway. I don't know if anyone noticed, but there's one pin that didn't make it back into the tray. We're going to do a pin giveaway here in a second. I just want to see if the San Francisco vendor list is up. I don't know why I just can't recall. No vendor list, yes. Thank you. Okay, so I can't say. You're not going to say my favorite pencil. It's really cheap and common. That doesn't affect anything, right? Like, that's a good thing, you know. My favorite pencil is the cheapest Mitsubishi pencil, but it's still not cheap or common. It's still like $1 pencil, which is pretty expensive. the Mitsubishi 9850. But like, I mean, Dixon Ticonderogas are great. Like, whatever you like is great. That green sparkly pen with the Venetian glass in the end. No. Hang on. I'm looking at I see Miss G's Crafty sent me the list. Yeah, Dixon Ticonderoga is a great pen. I have a couple that I actually use pretty frequently. Let's see here. If I know anyone off the top of my head. I do have one of the wide barrel Ticonderogas that I like. I literally see no one here that does repairs. Yeah. Literally see no one here. So there's people you can send it to. Like Martin's Pens. That's who I always recommend. But yeah, for in-person San Francisco work, I don't really see anything. Yeah, San Francisco is always at the end of August. All right, let's do a giveaway. So I think I got this pen. I can't remember if I bought this pen or got it to review. It was definitely a review pen. And it was the pen that made me decide to get my own Benu pen. I'll have to go look. This is the Benu Talisman or Euphoria. I always forget the name of this one. Dang it. I even sell this model. But this one's called like French Poetry or some weird name like that. It's a really good pen. This is the pen that sold me on Benu pens and then wanted me to make my own. Euphoria, thank you. I don't know why I always want to call it the Talisman, but it's the Euphoria. So it's the same model that I sell, my 15th anniversary pen. And what's this one? This one it has some name like a Monet painting. I'll have to look at it. So yeah, definitely my favorite Benu model. This is my first one, and it's just a very cool pen, and someone should have it. I'll get a converter to put in here. What size nib? Fine nib. Let me get the name of this one. Because it's gonna bug me that I don't know, because it's a good name. It's French Poetry. Did I get it right? That would be a miracle. Got it. It might not even still be available. Oh no, it's one of these. Ha, I was right. Look at me. Go me. So this is the French Poetry. Yeah. Thank you, Peck. Yeah, so I don't know how good you can see it here, but that's this pen. I can't remember where I got it. It's probably in my review. And, Derrien. It's probably in my review. So yeah, let's give this one away. Like, I'm just not going to use it, even though it's awesome. I'm sitting here showing it to y'all, and it's not even on the screen. Because I'm using mine now, right? I'm using my 15th anniversary one. I didn't see anything in Vegas last time I was there, Crafty Becky. I was there last year. For what it's worth, the Panatic Benu is the only Benu I wanted to buy. Something about the purple and orange gets me. Yeah, I was really happy about that one. I was really happy with how it came out. Let me see now. Oh, yeah, I took some cool pictures on this one, too. That was with the New Order cover from the factory book. So Bennu sent this to me directly. So there you go. I didn't even pay for it. So that's even better to send to y'all, right? But yeah, I ended up raving about this pin. There's no raffle going yet, chat, so chill. Not yet. I know you're anxious. I'm slow rolling you. Until y'all stop putting in raffle, I'm not going to start the raffle. Oh, I even wrote French poetry on here. Look at me. Settle down. Look at me. Wow, that was a good review. Look at me. Ces voyageurs, allez comme il est gauche et vol. The hell poem is this? L'Albatros, Charles Baudelaire. Oui, oui. Okay. Have y'all simmered appropriately? All right, let's do it. All right, Charles. Charles, if that is your real name. All right, let's go back here. Oui, oui. Monsieur. All right. Well, good. Reset. Bennu. French. Poetry. Sniffles, I know. All right. This giveaway is open. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. Bennu sent me this pen at one time to review. I'm giving it to you now because Bennu rules and I rule and y'all rule. Everyone rules. Okay? So I'll find someone a converter for this pen. It just standard international, so I just got to go grab one. Please, I've never wanted to win more than this. Nice. Good raffle day today, chat. We got the Uniball special goods. Oh, are y'all going to make me ink this up? Well, I'll wait till afterwards. Let me look at this. Is this an international deal? The hell kind of converter is this? Yeah, international. Je l'ai mérité définitivement. Définitivement. I don't know what that means. Definite. I don't know. Definitely. Mérité définitivement. I will link it up. I mean, I feel like we got to put like citrus black in this, right? Deserve that pen. Gotcha. Jinhao uses proprietary. It doesn't look like it to me. This looks like international. I'll put this up as soon as this giveaway's done. We'll look at it. This looks internationally compatible to me. What size nib? F nib. Do I need to send Glyph? Do I need to send this one back to you too? Is this on loan? I think you know what? I'm not gonna ink this today. I need to clean it because I'm getting some blue off the feed. I'm gonna clean it first. So sorry, chat. This one's mine. Okay, I'll keep this one. Unless y'all want to give me a second. I mean, I can clean it real quick, then ink it. That's from them testing? Nice. Okay, then I'll just rinse it. It won't need a cleaning. All right, I will do it. Well, then, let me go do it now. Well, y'all got 40 more seconds for the raffle, so let me go rinse this and grab a bottle of ink. I think I'm going to do... Should I do citrus black? Right? Citrus black for this? Or should we do, like, lavender black? Or, like, one of the purples? What should we do? Citrus black? You saw me say it's yours. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I just want to be sure. I know you said that about the Toya before you even sent it to me. Citrus black or alt goldgrün? I think citrus black. Okay, let me go get it. Be right back. All right, we back. Mafia Geek, is that for me? Don't use standard international converter. That's your RNOK breaking, making it unusual for under international pins. Or was that an answer? Or was that a reply to a different question? All right. Let's do a giveaway. That's what we're giving away. French poetry. All right, y'all ready? Let me take a sip. Oh, does Mike use a Gigabyte keyboard? That I have no idea. I have no idea what models he uses. He has like 10 models of keyboards on him. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. Winner. Buy Apple Tater. Buy Apple Tater. Is that a first time winner or second time winner? Buy Apple Tater. You're the winner. Maybe first time, maybe second time. OMG, OMG, it's you. Oh, I should have grabbed an international cartridge converter while I was there. First, nice. All right, big time win. Nice, it's you. It's you. All right, you have to email me, hello@penaddict.com. If you email me today, I will ship it today. I'm doing shipping when I get done with this. Right after I said we're going to have a short stream, we're at an hour and a half, so it is what it is. All right. Brad, use the converter from your X159 instead of a standard international converter. You're talking about for this Jinhao? I was grabbing a converter for this pin. Jinhao is separate. It has a converter with it. All right, thank you all for entering. Enjoy. Buy Apple Tater. I don't think I have a box or anything for this, so I'll figure out some way to package it up. But yes, email me, hello@penaddict.com, your shipping address. I will get this out today. I should get it out today. I have Boku shipping to do today. Very, very much Boku. All right, let me go put this with the shipping stuff so I remember. No. I'm looking for a converter for this pen, which is Schmidt, but those Schmidt ones are pretty dialed in. I mean, the Schmidts are what the Yovo converters use. Yovo nibs, when you get those are all Schmidts anyway. I love this broken fit. Speaking, I should probably stop. All right, let's see what we got here. So I went and rinsed this. You can tell they definitely... So sometimes companies will test pins and feeds and stuff. Like I do a dip test before they send them. So you can tell there was a little bit of blue ink on here. I could see it. And you can tell it came off, but like it came off like really easily. So let me just wipe this, dry this off. Imagine testing a 238 pin. Yeah, like most companies don't do that. So it's like a number 5 size nib. Is this just straight friction or does it have like a slot? There we go. It's a beautiful barf color. I'm going with booger snot or phlegm. Sorry, I just want to see something here. Oops. Yeah, you could do this mix and match for a lot cheaper than Sailor. I don't think it's hideous, though. I mean, even Peck said it's beautiful. Chartreuse. think we'll just go with booger. Sorry, I've got this thing down stuck. Yeah, I read it because Evan Max read the Evan Max saw the chair emote thing. I was calling it dehydration. Yeah. PG slim size or regular slim. Now I got this nib stuck, chat. Well, we'll just go with it. We'll just go with it. I was trying to straighten the feed for me removing it. Oh, now I need to get it out. All right, chat. We're in limbo here. I'm going to break this before I get to use it, just like that Lamy. I didn't break it. It's just the first time I put it in, it was so slick. Just trying to be careful. Do you have a rubber band or a gripper handy? No. No. It's just close, so I'm just being careful. Plus, I can't get that good of a grip on it. Oh, I could use the dog. Poor dog. You didn't know what you were getting into. Oh, I can't grip it at all with this. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Adapt and overcome. Like, it's almost out. Maybe screw back in the section to give you a larger area to grip. Yeah, maybe. There we go. The nib's out. It's the feed. There we go. All right. So, oh, where's this O-ring from? Where'd that come from? Where does that go? On the outside? Like here, probably. Yeah. All right. I just want to get this line up correctly. So if you notice, I'm very particular about these things. So there has to be a flat spot right there. Boom. Much better. Much better, chat. I just had to find the spot. All right. There we go. Back to normal. I didn't break it. Yay, me. All right, so then this is the converter that came with it. Yeah, I just put it in kind of incorrectly. I've really used this ink. About half of the bottle so far. This is a great ink. Goes good with this pen, right? Let's see if we can get down this miser. Good enough. So that was pretty good. Yeah, Citrus Black rules. Definitely the most used out of these colors for me. I bought them all because they're all good. All right. Now, what would be cool is if I had some white paper to test this ink on instead of the cream color Midori I have sitting here. So this is, if you didn't see it, this is the Yamamoto bank paper. Now I really knows how to use the converter. Yeah, and if you have any questions, I'm always open to take questions. So what's the name of this? Jinhao X82 or something like that. Jinhao 82. Oh, so I think on this paper, I think I remember testing this out. The ink doesn't change colors much on this Yamamoto paper. The Jinhao copy paste, yeah, it's a Sailor knockoff. Works pretty well. Yeah, Jinhao doesn't even try to hide their knockoff abilities. They're just like, yeah, whatevs. Whatevs. I want to show you. That's not really what this color looks like. I think I have my Tomoe pad under here too. Yeah, this is one of those inks that on this bank paper doesn't love. I mean, it loves it, but it's just not staying the same. I'll show you the difference. This should show the difference, I think. Yeah, this is working. Orangey Glad, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I remember testing this ink on that bank paper the first time. This is definitely working here, what it's supposed to look like. Look at that. Thoughts? It writes very well. Like, totally good. Glad you're looking at the homages more often. Like, I have zero interest in reviewing this pen. Like, I don't mind trying it. All right, COSU. So yeah, that's the paper difference. This is the real color of the ink. That's what we're going for to match. As opposed to that. It's not magic ink. It's this treatment of this paper is very different. I've never had a paper act like this before. So it doesn't do it on all the paper, on all the colors, but purples, like purples, it kind of turns blue. But this is really what this color looks like. Yep. This is why this ink is popular. It's just kind of like a weird, unique color. Matches the pen. So yeah, like the pen is good. Like I have no problems with the pen. Like I just don't need a bunch of these. Like, but I think if you're like getting into fountain pens and want to try a bunch of inks and like, sure, why not? It certainly writes well. It writes well. The nib is good. Everything's good about it. Like zero issues whatsoever. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, especially for $3 or whatever it is. All right. All right, chat. I think we're going to wrap it there for today. Oh, yeah, you don't worry about iron gall inks or... Yeah, it's a good experimental pen. Like, you can play around with it, right? Because you didn't invest much in it. A lot of people will buy these pens to do nib grinds on, right? It's a cheap way to get a bunch of nibs to work on nib grinding, changing your hardware. So yeah, it's a very good experimental pen. So like you can just take all these parts off, swap them with other parts, you know, do your own. Great way to penable too, exactly. So yeah, where's the best place to buy the 82? Where did you get this, Glyph? I have no idea. So you can just take it all apart, right? And mix and match all the parts. AliExpress, yeah. So a lot of people will buy them in bulk and use like the more extreme inks, like Ferret Fawcett. Like if you're drawing with like pigmented inks, like these are good things to keep in, like ink testing, so you don't have to worry about like some of the like a nicer pen and ruining it or something like that. Just good disposal. Nib was really good, really smooth. This is a what? Fine. Yeah, it writes like a fine. It writes like a fine, fine nib. Probably like a fine Western size nib. I think it's a little bit wider than like a fine Japanese style size nib. But yeah, you could buy 10 of them and play around. The nib is very smooth and firm, which is what I got. Glyph got it from AliExpress. So, cool. I'm glad I've tested one. I'd use a different model for the nib tuning workshops. Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's a good, it's a good platform to just get inexpensive experimental test stuff on. That's really cool. All right. We're going to wrap it here today. Yes, we're going to wrap it, Toby. Toby says, wrap it, man. Yeah, I'm going to keep using this because I like this color and this pen. I think the color's great, Glyph. I don't know what you're on about. I think it's a good color. And we will keep... This is a good keep it at the desk pen. See what Eric, the ERICK... We'll go see what Eric's up to today. Eric draws. Fun creator. I got a lot going on. We didn't even get to these pens today. I'm testing out these pens. This is the Uni 1. One's a 0.5 and one's a 0.38. They don't tell you on the barrel, though, chat. RIP. They don't tell you on the barrel, but I'm testing these out. These are some colors. I wanted to try the 1 again. Now that I have the 0.38, I can't remember if I tried the 0.38 before or not, so we'll try. It was on a sticker, and I ripped them off. I'm not keeping those stupid stickers on there. If it just said 0.38 on the sticker, I'd keep it, but it had all like the the barcodes and all the stupid stuff on there. I totally took the stickers off. I was like, I can tell the difference when they're side by side. If not, I'll just unscrew it and look. All right, we'll be back streaming next week. Pen Addict members, you have a ton of content coming your way in the next few days, so stay tuned. If I owe you shipping, it's probably happening today. We're very busy the next few days, so I'll be at work. Y'all yell at me if you need me. All right, say hi to Eric for me. Bye.
Like, Kiwi always had trouble with Dude, Where's My Car? Because it was so stupid, but that's why I like it, because it's stupid. It's a good, cheap laugh. Holy Pen Addict, this...